These changes could impact your ability to buy a home. It can impact your ability to even qualify for an investment property. Some of you all who follow me are still purchasing cars and out there doing loans, and I'm not knocking you. That's not nothing that I teach here on this platform. But under the Trump administration, I need y'all to take note of this. And for my note takers inside of the chat, I need you to write this down. Everyone needs to know of this particular organization. All right. It is called the CFPB. It is a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Someone put that in the chat for me. It is the CFPB. B as in boy. That stands for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. You see, this CFPB organization has rolled out new policies that will affect millions of Americans. And here's the truth. Some of us are going to see higher scores. Some of us are going to see a little bit of lower scores and be impacted. All right. But there's three major changes that we need to talk about. Here's number one. Effective as of March 17th, 2025. I think a lot of you all will love this because one of the number one things that's being reported on the credit report is what? Medical bills. So effective as of March 17th, 2025, here within a few days, medical debts will no longer be allowed to be reported on your credit report. So this means on your Equifax, your TransUnion, your Experian, as of March 17th of this year, you can know if you go to the hospital, if you go to the doctor's office, if you go somewhere and you have an emergency, or something happens around a medical situation and you can't afford to pay the bill then or within the time frame of the due date, it cannot be reported to your credit reporting, to your three credit reports. And we're going to talk about the three credit reports because that's even shifting too. All right. So lenders are now prohibited from considering medical debt in a credit decision. So this means if you're going to get a home loan, right? Well, it can't even be on there. It just can't be on there. Watch this. If you're going to get a job, if you're going to get insurance, car insurance, your medical bills can no longer be on there. I was reading a stat, it's really studying more. Nearly 62% of the delinquent accounts on credit reporting age on your all three credit reports are medical bills. Either emergency bill, an emergency surgery that came up. And so now it's like it can't even be reported. Credit bureaus must remove medical collections from the reports as of March 17th, right? So what the credit reporting agencies, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian are expecting is that once these particular medical bills fall off, they're expecting the minimum of 20 points. And depending on if that's the only negative thing on your credit report, they're expecting you can see anywhere between 50 to 70 points added if that's the only negative things back to your credit reporting agency. Now, you all know me. One of the things that I teach here within the particular organization here at the table is that I don't really care about a credit score. Now, I don't want you to have a bad one. You know what I'm saying? I either want you to have a good one or a no credit score, right? But I don't want you to have an in between. I don't want you to have a bad one, a 500, and even in today's day and time, a low 600. I either need you to be good on that 700, 800, or have a zero credit score, right? But I don't need you to have a negative one. And so this is going to impact a lot of people. Here's the application step, what I need you to do. All right. On March 18th, I need you to check your credit report and make sure that your medical bills have been removed. I am going to type in I need y'all to type, I'm going to type this in, HTTPS, let me see, hold on. I need to type this in because here's what's going to happen. Some of these particular hospitals, some of these particular companies in the medical field are not going to remove your thing, or what some people are saying that I'm researching is they'll remove it and put it back on. And so I'm going to give you a company that for 14 days, get it today, they are going to monitor your credit report. and they will update you and let you know, hey, this medical bill is still on your credit report. Do you want us to dispute it? They're going to monitor your credit report, make sure that, hey, if any type of medical bill gets put back on your credit report, they're going to let you know within 5 minutes of it being reported that it's on there. And so you can do this for 14 days. And what I love about this particular company, let me get this link for you. What I love about this particular company, make sure this link works. Here, hold on 1 minute, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm always working, trying to make sure that everything is working before I put it inside of the chat. Let me just do that. Hold on. Let me just go back right here and just get this link. All right. And so what I love about this particular company, not only are they going to monitor your credit report, credit report. Hold on. All right. Free 14-day monitoring. You all need to have this. I've been using this company for 4 years now. And I just put it inside of the chat for those of you all who are watching the replay. I am going to make sure that we put it inside of the comment section. I'll put it inside the comment section, but I'll also put it inside the description. Y'all, it's free for 14 days. It is free for 14 days. So now you can you can monitor your credit report right now, because the other two things, I'm sorry, that I'm about to go through, you're going to need this, especially for this year, because ID theft is about to happen. Because what's happening on number 2, right, is that there's a new credit scoring models that are going to be rolling out. So you need to make sure that as these changes are happening, man, criminals, creative people are saying, well, you know what? Since medical bills are falling off, credit score is going to go up. And now, because the FICO scores are shifting, right, and the tri-merge reports are ending, now they'll say, you know what, maybe I can get on this, maybe I can come over here and do this and get creative with that and use this particular credit report from this particular individual, because they won't monitor it, because now they're seeing all these changes. And so listen, it's 100% free to go on here, pull all 3 of your credit reports, make sure you're not on the black web. Make sure that if these medical companies try to do something creative, that if these scammers try to do something creative with your credit report, that you can get on there and get an alert instantly within 5 minutes. So I just put it inside there. Just click on the link. You'll see it right there inside the chat. I'll put it inside of the description and on the comment section, but you need to check them out. All right, let me make sure the link is working. All right, it is working. So let's get back to it. Here's number 2. New credit scoring modules are rolling out starting in Q4 of 2025, right? Q4. So it's going to be the last 3 months of the year, October, November, December of this year, 2025. Credit scoring modules will undergo a major transformation. So FICO scores are shifting. So lenders are transitioning to alternative scoring models. So the tri-merge reports, they're ending. Instead of using all 3 credit reports, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, lenders will now pull from only 2 bureaus, right? And so this means that different scores will go to different lenders. So if you're purchasing a home, you're going to have a different score with your particular lenders. If you're going to go and finance a car, which you shouldn't be, you're going to get a different score from that lender, right? Watch this, if you're going to get car insurance, if you're going to open up a utility in your name, you're going to get a different score, because now they're not pulling all 3 credit reports. So now, at the end of this year, Q5, we have, about 5 months to make sure that we are looking at all of our credit reports, make sure that all the medical bills are coming off, and make sure that nothing is being accidentally reported to our credit reports. We got to make sure that we're paying our bills off on time, and then we got to make sure that we're eliminating our debt, because then now, yes, we may know, okay, well, we're averaging this in all 3. Yeah, but one company may pull Experian and TransUnion. That's a different score from Experian, TransUnion, Experian. One company may pull TransUnion, TransUnion, and Equifax. That's a different score. So you got to be monitoring this stuff every single. I mean this. Listen, I monitor my credit report every day. every day. I'm not even guessing with this. Like, I'm monitoring my credit report every single day with Aura. Not only just my credit report, but I'm also monitoring the black web. Because while the credit report simply means that you're good at paying off your debt, but if something happens, right? If something happens, if something is accidentally misrepresented or misreported to your credit report, it could impact you tremendously. You all know last year, man, I had something major happen to me that they got $40,000 of my own money, and I was instantly able to get on it within 5 minutes because I had it tracked on Aura. So I just put the link inside of the description. I need you all to go there, check it out. It's inside of the chat. I'm gonna put it inside of the show description so you can get it. All right. So here's the actionable step for this. All right, because depending on which credit reports are being included, your credit score is going to change. So this means that we have a responsibility of monitoring and tracking our credit report. Here's number 3, which I found very interesting on this one. And I wrote down a note. So I'm going to give you this one, and then I'll take any questions from the chat. Here's number 3. AI and alternative data are changing how credit is scored. Watch this. AI-powered credit scoring is becoming the new standard. Instead of just looking at your loan payments and credit card histories, lenders will now use alternative data to determine your credit worthiness. Here are the new factors that will affect your credit score. All right. Utility payments and rent history. Let's go. So paying on time will boost your credit score. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Employment details. Job stability may play a role in approvals. Come on. Digital transaction data and mobile phone usage. Lenders may analyze spending habits. What? I'm saying this one more time. So now you don't have to go borrow money to get an 800 credit score. Now, if you just pay your rent on time, like the people in my community are doing, we are going to now be rewarded for that. Now, if you've been on your job for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you are going to be rewarded for that with this new AI situation coming into place. And this was the biggest complaint that I had for a credit score. The only freaking way that I can have a credit score was by getting debt. But if I'm a good steward of my money, if I'm paying my rent on time, if I'm paying my utility bills on time, if I'm paying all this stuff on time, you're not going to reward me for that. Now something that Miss Chris said, they're too much in our business. Well, they're in all of our business. They're in all of our business. They're in all of our business. But here's the thing. If I'm going to pay my rent on time to a company, I should be rewarded for paying my rent. Some of y'all saying this is not good. Okay, cool. Stay in debt. Stay in debt. Go ahead and stay in debt because they're monitoring what you're spending on your credit cards. They're monitoring what you're spending on this other type of stuff. No, if I pay my landlord on time and my landlord has a system that has to report up, I'm fine with that because they're already tracking my mortgage. So I'm confused why y'all disappointed. Oh, this ain't good. Well, I'm sorry. They're already tracking your mortgage. How come they can't track your rent? What? They're already tracking how much money you make because we file taxes. How come we can't get rewarded for how much money we make? I'm sorry. Y'all confusing me right here. They already know what job you're on because your job has to send it to the IRS. So why not get rewarded for this information? And when I say rewarded, why not let it go towards your credit score? And now this way you can get into that home at a lower interest rate and you can get out of debt quicker. So y'all can get creative and say, oh, this ain't good. They're tracking all this. Man, everything I just talked about, your rent history, They already know the address of where you live at. Come on, people. They already know where you live. I mean, let me finish this news for the people who got common sense in here who are understanding what I'm trying to say. So again, for my notes, per my notes, this is great news for people who don't have a long credit history, and this is good news for people who are trying to be like me and live debt free. If you've been paying rent on time, handling your bills, and managing your finances, you will see an improvement in your credit score. You will see improvement in your credit score. So here's the actionable step. Monitor your credit with the free 14-day link I just put inside of the chat. And also monitor your credit by making sure that you're paying your bills on time. All right. So here are some practical things of what I really want you to do that I have on my notes, getting ready for these changes. Number one, I need you to make sure that on March 18th, that if you have any medical bills, that you jump on Aura or you jump on anywhere else where you can and you dispute and you get those medical bills off, so that way you're not no longer in it. Now, let me say this too, because I'm a man of integrity and I'm a man of character. All right. Just because it comes off of your credit report doesn't mean you don't owe that bill. Listen, I believe in if you come into me and my job saves your life or my job does a service, you owe me that money. And if I'm going to take it off your credit report that doesn't hurt you, at least get on the payment plan and pay me back. So let's be men and women of character and integrity, especially within my community, because I don't believe in borrowing money from somebody. I get it off my credit report and I rob that person, because I believe in doing unto others as I would want done unto me. And I'm in business, and I would not want someone to rob from me or rob from my family or rob from any of you all who I love. Business is business. All right. So get in there, do a settlement, get on the payment plan, still honor that, because here's the spiritual side of me. Do I believe we get robbed a little bit with these medical bills and medical expenses? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I do. All right. But I do believe that if we do the right thing, God will bless us tremendously. All right. That's a little spiritual thing. So, number one, I want you, March 18th, get these medical bills off of your credit report. Dispute them, get with Aura, they'll do it for you. Number two, you're going to check your credit reports. Make sure that you have accurate information across all three bureaus. This is huge right now, you guys, because then now we're not going to have a consistent score. Some of our scores are going to change because now banks are going to pull either one or two, but they're no longer pulling three. Here's number three. Monitor your score on a regular basis. Use Aura. Stay up to date with it. I'm talking about when anytime my cards are being used, my name is being used, my social security number or my driver's license is being used, I get alerted from it. Watch this. If your child's social security number is being used, you will be alerted within 5 minutes of it hitting the actual web if you do it through Aura. It's 14 days for free. Go try it. Links inside the chat. Link is inside the description and it's in the comment section. All right. Make on-time payments. Number four, with this new AI score driven that's coming, every payment now is going to count more than ever. So if your payment for your rent is due on the 1st and it's late on the 3rd or the 5th, y'all make it on time. Make it on time. So that way you're getting credit. And so if you're renting right now, and let's say your credit was your hindering factor, yo, this could be changed. This could be fixed. All right. And now on that right there, we're going to end right there. Leverage your alternative credit data. All right. So ensure your rent, utilities, and subscriptions are reported and paid on time, because they will be reported to the credit bureaus. Listen, I'm excited about this information, man. I believe that my community who rocks with me, who rocks with what I'm teaching, my students at Virginia Union, this is not really going to hurt us. All right. This is only going to hurt the people who are over leveraged. This is only going to hurt the people who use credit to buy liabilities to look good. But if you're using credit to purchase a home, to buy an asset, okay, cool, great. I don't think we're gonna have a problem. I only use my credit report to buy real estate. That's it. I don't use it for nothing else because I want financial freedom. So this right here doesn't really impact me. Have a mortgage is already being reported. Government knows what I own. Government knows. All right. So this is the information. These are things that are being put into place. And I'm telling you right now, this is some important information. All right. So let me put this thing inside the link again so you all can have it. All right. You all need to get this free 14-day, free 14 days of credit monitoring. And then it's only like $9 if it's just you as a single person. I just put it inside the chat again. But it's also, I think it's like $30 for you and your entire family. Listen, scammers are going after kids now. Let me say this one more time. Scammers are going after kids. Social security numbers. So now when kids are turning 18 and need to go out there and use their credit to get, the lights turned on, they got a 400 credit score because they've been lied to. Y'all, they've been misled. They've been scammed. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let me read these chats for a little bit. What we got going on? How y'all feeling, man? Question. I wonder how this will impact people who rent from private landlords. That's a good question. So if you rent from a private landlord, I think I have. Hold on a minute. Man, there is an find it on my great question. Whoever asked me this question, I forgot the name of the company. My head is still recovering, and I'm still a little foggy right now, which is why I wrote the notes for this one. But there, and I hate that I'm feeling this way. But I did a show. Look up the show on how to build a credit score with no debt. I did a show. Go on my video channel, my YouTube channel. Go to the videos page. Go down. You'll see build credit with no debt. There's 3 companies that you can have your private landlord report to, so that way you're getting credit for that. Such a great question, but there's 3 companies that you can do, and then also for those of you all who are saying, you know what, Anthony, what are some other steps that I can do right now to get into, hold on, let me make sure I got this right. I think it's right. I think it's right. There's a company that I use that helped me. Yep. All right. Let me give y'all this one. There's a company right now for $5 a month. Watch this. For $5 a month, they can get your credit score up about 40 points. All right. Here we go. I'm typing in the chat. It's like $5 a month. I used them uh, when I first stepped out on my own because I wanted to buy some real estate property and I didn't have really any debt, and so I used this company. Get an extra 40 points for $5 a month. All right, it's called Kickoff. I just put it inside the chat. If you all are rewatching this on a replay, I'll go ahead and add this inside of the description as well so you can have it. Because listen to me, y'all. This is the season. I want to talk about this. I got like 5 more minutes. I'm going to get up out of here. This is the season, y'all, to where we got to be very intentional. And let me say this. Let me say this. I don't want to scare nobody, but I was talking to my sisters, India and Morgan, yesterday. And I was saying, y'all, this is the season to where we got to really pivot some things. This is not the time. With this administration and with the way that we're seeing things happening. I did a poll yesterday on my YouTube channel, and nearly 48% of you all, the majority of you all, are concerned about the economy when it comes to jobs, because a lot of you all are attached to the government. Either you work for the government or you work for a company that supplies the government. And there's no telling of what's going to happen with jobs right now. And so what I'm telling people, watch this, is that these next 3 to 6 months, I'm even pivoting, right? I'm pivoting on how I'm spending money, because the next 3 to 6 months are going to be crucial that you do not spend things or spend money on things that you do not absolutely need. The next 3 to 6 months is about positioning yourself for when a storm is going to come. Listen, I'm not trying to be fearful. I'm trying to give you the information, give you the application, and then inspire you. All right. Information. Something's coming. I don't know what. I don't know when. That's the information. Application. What do you do with the information that I just gave you? Monitor your credit report. Make sure that you're starting to position yourself that when this whatever happens comes, that we are prepared. Get below your means. Stop spending unnecessary money. Start putting money inside of a high yield savings account. All right. Put you 3 to 6 months of your net pay inside of a savings account. Stop going out to eat all the time and start eating at home. Start positioning yourself, because what's the worst that can happen? Let me tell you what's the worst that can happen. Well, nothing happens. Now you got some extra money in a savings account. But if you are attached, or if we see an economic swing, or an economy swing, or a job swing, well, at least we have some cushion to ride us through on how we can bounce back. Because one thing I know about my community, specifically the African American community, we are creative and we know how to make money. The problem is we got to make it quickly because we don't have anything on reserve. So my thing is, if I have some money on reserve, I can make money quickly and not be stressed because I have money on reserve. So this is not the season, y'all, to be out here just buying all these nice things, upper end things. No, this is the season to where you position and transition. Listen, I make good money. And listen, I know for a fact I have a certain kind of money coming in. If I had to let everything go, I know for a fact I'll still have a good amount of money coming in. But I'm even changing things within my own personal life. That was a luxury to me, but I'm like, you know what? Bump it. I cannot not practice what I'm preaching. If I'm telling y'all to switch some things up, I gotta be switching some things up too. And my team can tell you, yo, Anthony's been switching some things up. Prime example, I used to get a car service to take me to and from the airport. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to me getting there. Right now, I'm driving myself. I'm saving that money. Like, no, 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 no. I gotta practice what I'm preaching. I gotta practice what I'm preaching. I'm not saying get rid of everything, but here's what I am saying. Y'all, we cannot scream to the government, you did us wrong, is if we're seeing signs. If God is giving us signs that, hey, something could be happening, and we're not taking heed of those signs and preparing for it, it's on us. It's on me, personally. I can't be upset at nobody else. If I had the financial money, the financial means, but I didn't steward it right when I had it. But then when I need it, I want to scream and blame everyone else, but not blame me. Not blame me. Do I like what Trump is doing right now? Do I like what Elon Musk is doing right now with Doge? Hell no. I'm going to be honest with you. But I can't keep screaming at them and not doing anything at my house. Ooh, I'm going to say this. I'm going to get up out of here. We can't scream at them and tell them do better, but then we don't do better. Let me drink on that. We can't scream at President Trump, can't scream at Elon Musk and say, you got to do better. But then we don't do better with the funds that God has given us in our own home. Can't. God gave you 5,000. God gave you $10,000 this month. And you went and you squandered it. But yet you want to tell somebody else they need to do better? Nah, baby girl. Nah, big bro. You got to do better too. We all got to do better, including me. Including me. What else we got in the chat? I like that right there, Cheryl. Cheryl said, man, it's our responsibility to have our houses in order. Yeah, I don't, man, listen, man, I can respect the president and the White House, but I don't trust them jokers. I don't trust them jokers with my house. I don't trust them jokers with anything. No, no, no. I'm going to listen. I'm going to look at any executive orders. I'm going to see what Congress is passing. I'm going to see what the Supreme Court is approving. And I'm going to see how's it impacting my house. And then I'm going to make a decision for my house on how I progress forward. I'm not going to sit here and scream like a victim. Because I serve. I'm sorry, this is just the preacher side of me, boy. Yeah. This is what you get when you come over here with AO. You know what I'm saying? The preacher side of me is like, yo, that's man. I serve a king. So I'm going to listen to the laws that are being made and passed. I'm going to take that information. Okay, how do I apply this in my life now? Or does this apply to me in my life, in the life that I'm in? If so, what are the decisions Anthony O'Neill needs to make for myself and for my family? Say, for my family. Number one, I need to monitor my credit report. Number two, let me tell you something else, man. Man, this cough. Let me tell y'all something else. These credit changes, if y'all have been practicing what I've been teaching, and if you're not, that's cool, because I think there's all kind of different ways out there to win in life. I'm not knocking nobody, but I stand firm on what I say. If you're eliminating your debt and your medical bills were some of your top things, and now that's going here within the next few days, your credit score should jump up. If you have no debt, or if you're trying to bounce back and you're paying your rent on time and you're managing and budgeting your money well, now because you've been budgeting and managing your money well, your fruit of that is going to be shown, because now with this new AI situation coming in, you should be able to see fruit of that. Now, if you go into a bank to get your first mortgage, which I would highly suggest all of you all go and look at the show that I released on Monday, because there is a program to where the government is giving $20,000 plus 100% financing. 100% financing in 2025. To where you can come to the table and spend no money. No money. Say this one more time. No money. They only give you $20,000 to move in, 100% financing with no PMI, with no private mortgage insurance. So the fact that you have no PMI, you automatically, depending on how much house you buy, you're gonna save $100 to $300. This is why I'm so passionate about this message. This is why I'm like, yo, I gotta talk about this, because let's say if you weren't in a position to buy a home today, let me show you how this is flowing. Now, watch this. If you watch Monday's show, some of y'all saying, you know what, I want to purchase a home later this year, but my credit is not up to par. I'm not. Okay, cool, great. Now, let's look at this. You may not have 5% to put down, or 3.5% to put down on the FHA loan, 5% on the conventional loan, or 20% to put down a conventional loan, because the only reason why I suggested to do a 20% conventional loan was so you can avoid PMI, a private mortgage insurance, and to get your monthly payment below 25 to 30% of your net pay. So now that you have no PMI, they're going to give you $20,000 to put down on your home and finance it 100%, nothing coming out of the pocket. And the only thing that you got to worry about is making sure that your credit score is good. So then now, no more medical bills. Now they're only going to pull 2 of your credit reports. And then also they're going to give you some credit at the end of this year if you being on your job season, and for you paying your rent on time. You should be in a good position by the end of this year or Q1 of next year to become a homeowner. And why is home ownership so important? Because the average black wealth is 54,000. The average white wealth is about 188,000. And if you look at the two, what is a huge difference between the two is real estate. It's home ownership. So if we can get more black people, y'all got to put amen inside the chat. Y'all got to say that man teaching up in here. If we can get more black people and to become homeowners, now we're passing down wealth. Now we're starting to not really close the wealth gap, but we're starting to narrow the wealth gap, because then now we're being in position to now get into real estate. And real estate is one of the primary ways of building wealth, because you got a real estate, now you got investments, your 401k, your mutual funds, and then we have businesses. So now what we're starting to do is narrow that wealth gap and set our children's children up to become wealthier. But now what we got to do is, how do we get this information? We got to get the information, we got to apply it to our lives, and we got to be inspired. I'm about to go. I don't want to be late to my flight. If you're in Miami, Florida, meet me at the Maximize Your Potential Conference. I'm speaking tomorrow morning. I'm teaching on this. Listen, if you're trying to go to school and get this information, I'm teaching at Virginia Union every Monday, every now Thursday. I'm teaching consumer economics / financial management. Because in the Black community, I think one of the new civil rights movement is financial management and financial understanding. That if we don't understand the system and how to work the system to our benefit, we are passing down slavery mentality to our children. Having financial wisdom and understanding how finances, how money is a tool is huge. It is important. The Bible says faith without works. So praying and speaking in tongues and running around the church is super important. But so is understanding how money works. How is it that 1/3, oh, my Bible's is in my suitcase, that 1/3 of the scriptures, 1/3 of the Bible is about money? The most talked about subject in the Bible is money. So this lets us know that even God knew, y'all, we have to understand the system of how money works. And if we don't understand this system, if we don't take advantage of this stuff that is happening, if we're not living below our means, if we're not preparing ourselves for what's coming, y'all, we can't blame nobody else. We can only blame ourselves. My voice is about to go. Almost 2,000 of y'all on here right now. I love y'all. I set up the studio just so I can go live to make sure that I'm giving y'all the right information. I'm back in school because I love y'all so much. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I'm back in school learning more because I'm seeing it more and more that Black people, and I love all people, my white people who rock with me, I love y'all. I genuinely do love y'all. But Black people, we got to get this information. Black people, we have to start supporting our own and supporting us. Just because we support African Americans doesn't mean that we don't love white people, because I love white people. But I'm ready to see Black people wealthier. I'm ready to see Black people's businesses thriving and hiring more Black people. I'm ready to see HBCUs dropping and creating life-changing individuals and stellars. Like I'm ready to see Black families passing down wealth to their Black children. I'm ready to see average Black families who are busting their butts, getting up every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, going to the white job. And I'm ready to see them come home and be able to do the things they desire to do. I'm ready to see Black families traveling the world and not having to worry about stress when they get back home with the kids. I'm ready to see Black families take their children on vacations that they never thought that they could do because they got this information. I'm ready to see more Black home ownership. I'm ready to see more Black businesses started. I'm ready to see more Black people not in debt. I'm ready to see Black people go from surviving to thriving. I'm ready to see it. And this is why I'm passionate about this message. This is why. This is why. This is why. And I know some of y'all who follow me from my past situations saying, Anthony done changed. You daggone right I did. You daggone right. You daggone right. Daggone right. You daggone right. I love everybody. I love everybody. But I'm for the 13% of the people of America, and that's my black people. My ears, y'all, my ears are clogged up. This thing is killing me. Daggone right. So listen, I am going to get up out of here because I got to hit this road here in 15 minutes, and I got to get my car loaded up. Um, um, but y'all, the three massive changes. Number one, for those of y'all who just logged in, you need to go back and watch it from the very beginning. But the three major changes, effective March 17th of this year. Medical debt is being removed from all credit reports. That's number one. I can't go through everything because you guys just got to rewind it and check it out. Number two, new credit scoring models are rolling out. And so you got to definitely get that updated. The key thing there is make sure that you're monitoring your credit report. All right. And then number three, AI and alternative data are changing how credit scores are being scored. And it's going to be rolled out by the end of this year. And so I need you all to take heed of this information. And y'all, listen, man, I even told my team, buy me a little camera. If things are happening while I'm out on the road, I'm very big on excellence. My team will tell you that. I like for you all to, see me clearly and hear me clearly. That's why we set up this beautiful situation in my home office. But at the same time, here's what I told him. Give me a camera. So anything happens while I'm out on the road, I just want to make sure that I'm giving you all the practical and the right information. And that, so we're going to be going live more, a little bit more often. So you may see me on the balcony and I may be in a dark background. I just want to make sure I'm getting you the right information. We're still going to be dropping shows on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm still going to be going live here from the house. But when there's some big news, y'all just know I'm going to jump on this thing as quick as possible because we're growing rapidly fast. Last month alone, we grew by 30,000 subscribers just on this YouTube channel. So thank you so much for being part of that family. Before you leave, if you enjoyed today's show, can you please hit that thumbs up button? And then also, 70% of you all who are watching this, y'all are not subscribed. You're not subscribed. So if you can, before you leave, can you just hit that subscribe button because we're going to keep giving you this information. And we're on a goal to have 1 million E3 community members who are about changing their lives and expanding in the areas of abundance, wellness, physical wellness, and financial freedom. I have my personal doctor, her and her partner are coming on my show. We're going to talk about some things that I believe is needed specifically around Black women. And so I'm excited about that because wellness is super important. But at the end of the day, man, we all want financial freedom. It feels good to be able to say, I'm going to do what I want to do. It feels good that I haven't bought my plane tickets or my trip for July yet because I'm not really stressed about it because once I decide what I want to do, I have the financial resources because I've been budgeting and living below my means and saving. In my high yield savings account. I've been doing that to where once I come up with something, I'm just gonna boom, buy it. It feels good to be able to do that. And I want more of you all to do that as well. All right. And so you can do that by getting this information. July, I'm having a birthday party. We're going to be giving away a car if we hit 1 million on my birthday here in DC. I already had the place decided where we're going to host a party, and I'm going to make it open to my YouTube community. So we're going to sell tickets. It's going to be amazing. But here's the thing. Once we hit 900,000 subscribers, we're going to give away something. My team and I are talking about that next week of what that could be because we want to celebrate and just be a blessing to you all. So hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and y'all, I will see you all on the next show. Love you all. God bless you. And what's today? Thursday? Hey, you may see me tomorrow if something pops off. If you're in the Fort Lauderdale or Miami, Florida area, man, please meet me at the Maximize Your Potential conference. I'll be speaking tomorrow morning on finances. I'm excited about it. Gonna give you some updated stats. I'm gonna give you the information. I'm gonna give you the application, and I'm gonna inspire you. Then I'm gonna get about your way tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be right back here on Monday morning with some more information about how we can help you change your finances and accomplish your goals. Don't forget to go to Aura. I'm going to put that inside of the description. Don't forget to go to Kickoff. 40 points. You can go to Kickoff, anthonyoneal.com/kickoff, KIKOFF. Get 40 points added to your credit report by just spending $5 a month within 60 days. Oh my goodness. I did it and it worked. And Aura is free for 14 days. Try it on out. All right. Love you all. God bless you. See you soon.